Hey guys, this is Christy, and we are going to do a moderate to high intensity workout. Here's the deal. I am not there to keep my eyes on you, so listen to your body. If you feel like you are getting dizzy, or if you need to grab some water, or if there is a, ow, that hurts, you need to stop. I can't see what you're doing, so I can't see if I need to slow down. There is a pause button at the bottom of your screen. Push it. Take a break. If I'm not giving you enough time for a water break, push that pause button, and when you come back on, it'll be right where you stopped at. Guys, I want you to stay safe. That's our top priority in our workout. I absolutely want you to push yourself, but if at any time you think you're doing too much, slow down and self-modify. That's why you get to do this workout, and I get to take you up, down, off the floor, all around, because I know you're gonna listen to your body and not put yourself in a situation where you are gonna get hurt. So listen to your body. You're doing these exercises at your own risk because I can't see what you're doing. So listen to your body. All right, guys, I want you to keep some water nearby. Take water breaks even more often than I'm giving you. I want you to have fun with this workout. Push yourselves. Typically, I don't encourage you to, if you need a chair to do these workouts, this is not the right workout for you. But if you need a chair, please use it. Just listen to your body and have fun. All right, guys, let's get started with that warm-up. So I just want you to give me some high knees right here in place. I want you to get those arms pumping at the same time. We're just working on some gait here. So just alternating sides. Good high knees. Good job. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and take it into a nice little run. But if you do take it into that run, I want those knees coming up. This is our warm-up. You're going to have plenty of time to get that heart rate up. I want those knees up, getting those glutes, hip flexors, quad, hamstrings. I want all of them activated. I'm using my opposite arm, opposite leg. Good job. Keep going, about 15 more seconds here on this one. All right, we're gonna take it into some Frankensteins. So I'm gonna go straight leg, take that leg all the way up as high as I can. Now, if you can also, we're gonna go ahead and swing that opposite arm around, touching that toe. Now, if that high leg, that high Frankenstein is down low, that's fine, because I'm still warming up those glutes, warming up those hamstrings, getting it activated. But we're still gonna throw that arm all the way around. And if you can, go a little bit higher. Good job. Now, I want you to find a stable object like a chair. We're gonna hang on, and I just want you to sweep that leg side to side. So, I'm sweeping that heel out and in, ankles going out and in. Staying on that one side, back and forth. I mean, even the warm-up's getting us hot and heavy, right? All right, so if you wanted to on those high kicks, now we're gonna kick back behind us. So feel free to grab onto something to stabilize you. So I'm not going real high forward, but I am squeezing back as far back as I can. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So sweep that leg through, back and forth. So heel and ankle. That toe is going forward. Like I said, feel free to grab a hold of something on this one because this one really throws off that stabilization and that balance. And I want that nice, big, open up legs. Really trying to warm up those joints, warm up those hips. Good job. Now we're going to go forward and backwards. Really squeeze back behind you. Push that heel straight up to the sky. Chest is lifted on this one. All right, go ahead and come front and center if you need to grab a hold of something. We're just gonna do some nice, easy squats. So I'm not going real deep. You know, in a regular squat, I'd go about 90 degrees. I'm not going that low. Just getting everything loose. I want you to take those hands forward, and then I want you to open them up back behind you. So just opening up that chest. Good job. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Yes, the body temperature is coming. That's what we want. It is a warm-up. Good job. Let's go ahead and keep on those shoulders. I want you to take one hand up, one hand down. So my palms are going forward, and then they're going back. Spread those fingers out nice and wide. Nice, big, tall posture. Good job. I want you to reach out in front of you. I want you to grab that imaginary rope and pull it straight back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Elbows are going to go low and wide. This is going to set us up for some push-ups that we're going to do later in class. Can you spread those fingers out as you reach and then pull? Spread and then pull. Good job. Keep breathing for me. Good job. So let's go ahead and get some power twist. I want you to go all the way across. Now notice how my toe is staying on the floor, but my heel is coming up. I want you to reach, reach, reach for that opposite wall. Keep breathing. How are we feeling out there? Tell your cornerman how you're doing. All right, let's go high. So reaching up. And when you do, notice how your heel comes off the ground of that opposite foot of the hand that's high. All right, let's go low. Side to side. All right, let's put it all together. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. Keep that up. All right, now we're gonna lead with that opposite hand. So high, high, middle, middle, low, low. Let's do it 9 times. High, middle, middle, low, low. 8. 7. 5. 4. 2. Oh, sorry, 3. That's why you should always count if I'm coaching. Because if I start talking or if my brain goes anywhere else, it's going to be our keep on going. And done. Good job, guys. A couple more to warm up those hips. I want you to take that knee up, and I want you to act like it's a gate. So it's swinging back and forth, back and forth. Like I'm doing, I'm grabbing a hold of something. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Open that gate. Warming up those adductors and abductors. So the top part of my body is not swinging. Now I'm going to do it a little bit more. I'm going to go open and close. So up, open, and close. Notice how I have to use my hands to offset that balance and stability. It's another one of our 13. We want to keep it that way, guys. We want to keep that strong balance. Nice tall posture. Good job. And done. All right, guys, I'm going to go down on the floor. I'm going to do a couple more power moves. I'm going to come up onto all fours. I want you to bend those elbows like you're kissing the floor, and I want you to open those hands up nice and wide. So elbows bend, pop up, elbows bend, pop up. All right, guys, let's just do 13 of them. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, guys, I forgot to tell you, if you start feeling dizzy at all, there's ways to modify that one without letting your head go below your heart. Now, if that one was enough of a challenge for you, you're gonna do 13 more of those. But if we have the ability, we're gonna power up and turn it into a power step. Alternating feet, back and forth, back and forth. When you step, use your intention. Really stomp that butt. We're working on amplitude here. That is another one of our 13 components. So power up into a power step. That was 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not have to go as quick as I am. If you need to slow it down, feel free to do so, but move with intention. I guess if we do 13, we don't balance ourselves out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that 14th one in. Nice job, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and come to that tabletop position. My fingers are gonna go right behind my ears. Elbows gonna point to the ground, open up to the sky. Point to the ground, open to the sky. Good job. Reach, squeeze those shoulder blades as you open up high. Give me about 5 more. Good job. You're just gonna switch to that other hand. So fingers behind the ears, elbow points to the floor, opens to the ceiling. Two more. And done. Good job. Go ahead and take 1 foot forward. Come to that coach's stance. Tuck that back toe under. We're going to drive ourselves up off the floor. Step back. Lunge down. Knees to the ground. Step forward. Back toes tucked under. Coach's stance. Tuck it under. Drive up off the floor. Good job, guys. Grab you a quick drink of water. We're going to move on into the meat of our workout. All right, guys, we're gonna continue in that Tabata workout. We're gonna work on our lower half of our body. So we're gonna do some agility work and some strength work. Another 2 very important components of 413 is that strength and agility. So we're gonna start off with some speed skaters. So you can stay low on these speed skaters. You're on the clock now and go, or you can come up into that power, alternating sides. Good job. So I do want you to kind of low, but you can power skipping those squares. So at the gym, we would be using our tiles for targets. I want you nice wide base, alternating sides. Stay low and step, your choice. All right, 20-second rest. We're gonna go into some squats, so working on some strength. Squats can be done at all kinds of levels, but what I do want you to focus on doing is try to come down 90-degree angle in those hips, and then push straight up, pushing your belly button forward. You can take it into a squat jack, you can take it to a squat calf raise. We're on the clock, ready, here we go. So squat to calf raise, or squats, or squat jumps. Your choice. We're only here for 40 seconds, so we want that heart rate to come up. We want that chest lifted. Can you wiggle your toes as you're doing this one? You're sitting back over an imaginary chair, so put your booty back and then sit down. Put your booty back, sit down. Squeeze at the top, push that pelvis forward. 5 more seconds. Keep breathing. And rest. Next round is jumping jacks. 3 different ways you can do jumping jacks. Your regular jack, your star jack, or your step jack. 3 ways, I'll show you all 3 of them. We're gonna start off with that low modified intensity. Ready, set, regular jumping jack, or a star jack to really get that heart rate up. So 3 different ways. Now, I want those hands pointing forward, palms forward, fingers spread out nice and wide. Move with intention. All right, so this is about endurance. Another of our 13. Imagine that. Keep going. Here we go. Feel free to take it up if you want to for that last 10 seconds. Can you give me 1 star jack? Woo! And rest. Great job, guys. We're gonna go into some lunges. Now, 2 modifications on, actually, lunges has a whole lot of modifications. We can do our power step. So our forward step. We can do a reverse lunge. Toes are pointing forward. Knee is going back behind those toes, right over those ankles. Ready? Here we go. So I want you to step back or step forward or power step if you want to and you need that intensity. Alternating sides, your choice. I'm gonna go into that power step for a moment. Open those fingers nice and wide. So I am alternating sides, working on that stability by alternating sides. Chest is upright, knee stays behind those toes. You got 3 more seconds, and rest. Last one. Oh, why did I save this one for last? We're gonna do a 40-second wall sit. Woo! Let that heart rate come down a little bit. Those lunges are tough. Keep breathing. When we go into that wall sit, we're gonna put our head against the wall. Our knees are gonna come out to a 90-degree angle. We're gonna draw our belly button into the spine, pushing the spine into the wall. Head is flat against the wall. If you need to come up a little bit higher, you're not gonna get as intense into the legs, but I want that head working for posture while we work for strength. We're over halfway through this one. Keep breathing. We're gonna repeat all of that one more time. Belly button into the spine, head against the wall, shoulders away from the ears. Woo! 3, 2, and 20-second rest. So back from the top, speed skaters, squats, jacks, lunges, and a wall sit. 5 minutes, guys. 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. Speed skaters, on the count of 5, 4, ready, let's go. Now remember, you can take the bounce out of it, swinging those arms, staying low, stepping behind you as far back as you can reach, or give me that power. Popping off. You're over halfway through this one. You're actually at last 10, best 10. Three, 2, and rest. We're going to do those squats. So your intensity on this one. This is our second set. Chest is lifted up nice and tall. Breathing, letting that heart rate come down a little bit. Woo! All right, ready? Here we go. 40 seconds of squats. So your modification. You want to do a squat to a calf raise. You want to do a squat jump. You want to do a regular squat. So on these squats, as I said before, weight is shifted in the backside. Put your booty out, sit down, come up, squeeze those glutes at the top. Good job. 5 more seconds. Chest is lifted, and rest. All right, gonna crank that heart rate up by getting in 20 seconds for some jumping jacks. Woo! These lights get hot in here. I'm gonna blame it on that. All right, ready? In 3, 2, low intensity, regular jacks, or star jack. Your choice, guys. Palms facing forward, reach up nice and high. Can you give me one star jack if you haven't already? How about another? Good job. You can always bring that heart rate back down by taking it into that low intensity. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Water break's on its way. You've got 2 more exercises after this one, and you get a water break. Good job, 20 seconds rest. Woo, even those low intensities will get your heart rate up. You're working that full range. Good job. I'm saying that for me too, not just you. All right, we're gonna go into those lunges. I'm gonna turn to my side, 2 ways, power steps, or lunges, alternating sides because we're working stability. You're on the clock, go, or your choice. Which one are you? It's all right, guys. Forced intense exercise looks different for everybody. That's why we give you all these modifications and try to get you plugged into the right class so that you're challenging yourself at your ability. You've got 3 more seconds. And done. Last 20. Gosh, why did I save this one for last? Woo! Gonna go into that wall set. So remember, head is against the wall. So go ahead and pull it there for posture. Chin is lifted, not up, but so that its head's against the wall. 90-90 on those sits. Knees are bent, feet are bent. And go. Woo! How are we feeling, guys? That one gets your heart rate up for you? Happy 413 day, right? Woo! You got this, guys. Halfway there. Last 10. Best 10. Remember, you can come up a little bit if your legs need a breather, but if you can, come up and then come right back down. 3, 2, and rest. Guys, grab you a much earned drink of water. All right, guys, we're gonna go into a boxing Tabata workout here. We're gonna go through 5 rounds of 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So I'm gonna work with weights today. If you wanna push pause and get your gloves on real quick, just push pause and you can join us right back as soon as you get those gloves on. We're gonna go for 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So whatever my dominant hand is, I am right-handed. I'm gonna step back with that right foot. So my lead hand becomes my 1 punch, my stronger side becomes my 2 punch. I'm gonna aim with those first 2 knuckles of 1, 2, 1, 2. So for 40 seconds, we're gonna throw jabs and crosses. We're gonna go quick, powerful punches, extend, bring it right back up, elbows in. We're on the clock, ready, here we go. So guys, this is about technique. So you're driving with those first 2 hands, you're extending that arm all the way out, bringing those elbows in right back by your side. Now notice I'm not telling you to take the apple off the tree and bring that glove back to that mouth because I do not want you hitting yourself with these weights. Now I want you to get those legs involved. So give me that full twist. We're here for 20 more seconds, so let's work on that technique. Heels should not be glued to the floor. They should be coming off the floor. We've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Staying in that fighter stance. I want you to come back forward. Now I want you to step back with the other foot. So now if you were in orthodox, you're in southpaw. We're gonna work on those 1s and 2s again. Shoulders are away from those ears. Assume the position, gloves up, weights up, ready, here we go. 1s and 2s, 1s and 2s. Jab, cross, heels are not stuck to the floor. Those feet should be coming off the floor with every single punch. We're only here for 40 seconds. Keep breathing. I love this Tabata workout because it gives me 40 seconds of high intensity interval training and then gives me 20 seconds to recover. That is so good. That's that forced intense exercise that we talk about so often in the Parkinson's community. And rest. All right, back to center. Step back with your dominant side. Now we're gonna go hooks. We can go hooks, knuckles up. We can go hooks, knuckles out. I want those hips involved. You should be power twisting when you throw your hooks. Your heels should come off the floor like you're squishing a bug. All right, so elbows up at shoulder height, you're on the clock. Power hooks. So notice how my heels are coming off the ground. I can't see you. Are your heels coming off the ground? Are your elbows at shoulder height? That's what I want. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Rotate, twist. Work all the way through the body, not just the shoulders and the arms throwing these punches. Bring those elbows down by your side after each punch. 3, 2, and rest. Back to center. Step back with the opposite side. So either moving into southpaw or moving into orthodox if you're left-handed. Shoulders up, back, and down. Knees are soft and bent. Letting that heart rate come down a little bit. Hands up. Ready, here we go. 3s, 4s. 3s and 4s. So jab cross is your 1, 2. Hooks are your 3s and 4s. Heels should be coming off the ground. Rotating through those hips. Use that whole body for those hooks. Good job. So if you were at a bag, you'd be striking the outside of the bag on this one. That's your hook. Good job. You can go at their face or you can go at their body on those hooks. Today, because we're working strength here and endurance, we're getting those elbows at shoulder height. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come back to center. Stepping back with that dominant foot. For me, it's my right foot. Next, we're gonna go 5s and 6s. Shake those hands out a little bit. They've been gripping those weights. All right, 5s and 6s. Knuckles are going out. Elbows are staying bent. Elbows are coming in nice and tight. Ready, here we go. So we're aiming for our chin. Not literally, but that's where we're gonna stop at. Our knuckles are facing out. Our elbows stay bent. Our power comes from our legs. So our knees are softly bent. We're not swinging those arms, okay? We're not using the deltoids on this one. We are using our legs. 5s and 6s. Jab cross is your 1, 2. Hooks is your 3, 4. Jab crosses is your 5, 6. That's all gonna make sense when we get ready to throw those combinations here in a few minutes. Ready, and rest. Switch stance, left foot's back. If you're right-handed, right foot's back. If you're left-handed, shoulders up, back, and down. Shake those fingers out a little bit. Good job. Man, it's gonna be so much fun when you hit that real equipment and you're not having to use weights anymore, isn't it? Elbows are bent, ready, knuckles up. Here we go. Feet come off the ground, all right? Make sure those heels are not glued to the ground. 5s and 6s. Elbows are bent. Elbows out, elbows in. Okay, do not let those arms swing. That is not a punch. I don't know what that is, but it's not a punch you're gonna see at my gym. At least not intentionally. All right, so getting that rotation in. 10 more seconds. Your favorite part's coming. All right, in 3, 2, and done. Nice job. All right, guys, I'm gonna put my weights down. Feel free to hang on to them. I'm gonna call you out some combinations. We got 4 more rounds. This is fighters combos. So I'm gonna call you a combination of those 6 punches. Fighter's choice if you're orthodox or south, or feel free to go back and forth, back and forth. We're gonna go 4 rounds. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. 5, 6, 1, 2. 2, 1, 3, 4. 2, 1, 4, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 5, 6, 4, 3. 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 5, 6. 6. 6. Rest. Good job, guys. 20 seconds of breathers. How are we feeling? Shake those arms out a little bit. Shake those hands out. Like I said, when you grip those weights real hard for a real long time, our hands start hurting. Don't worry, we're going to stretch them out here in a few minutes. Ready? Here we go. 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 2. 5, 2, 1. 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, duck 2. 1, 2, duck 2. 1, 2, duck 6. 6, 1, 2. 5, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Rest. All right, so right now I'm in orthodox stance. If you want to go ahead and switch, challenge the brain. A mental cognitive challenge is what we're working on for this one. I'm going to take whatever my lead foot is forward and step back with my weaker side. Ready? Here we go. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4, 1. 5, 6. 6, 1, 2. 5, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. 6, 1. 4, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. Rest. All right, guys, 20 more seconds. Once again, you can be in that southpaw position for a brain challenge, or orthodox position if you're left-handed, or go back to fighter's choice. You have 40 seconds of work before you're going to get that quick water break. You got this, guys. You can do anything for 40 seconds. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 2. 6, 1, 2. 1, 2, duck 6. 4, 3, 4, 1. 4, 3, 4, 1. 1, 5. 5, 2, 1. 5, 2, 1. 5, 2, 1. 1. 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, big 2. 1, 2, big 2. Done. All right, guys, put those weights down or take those gloves off. Go ahead and open those hands nice and wide. Scrunch them up nice and tight. Good. Rotate those wrists. One direction. Opposite direction. Flick. Good. You can go ahead and take those hands back and forth. Grab a quick drink of water, guys, before we move on. All right, guys, we're gonna do a little Tabata work on our arms. I want you to go between 2 and 10 pounds. We're gonna work for 40 seconds, take a 20-second rest. So any amount of weight that pushes you, you can always swap out if you need to. We're gonna start off with that first one. We're gonna do some flies. So I want you to think about hugging an imaginary tree. Elbows are bent. You can stagger your stance. I want that chest opened up, squeezing those shoulder blades. Reach back behind, squeeze. So once again, imagine this tree that you're hugging. Your elbows stay bent. This is for posture. All right, reach out and pull. You can give that slight hinge at the waist, but if you do, we're not drooping our shoulders. Our chest is lifted, chin is up nice and high. Reach and pull. Good job. We're working for 40, resting for 20, so we're on our 20-second rest. Now what we're gonna do, on this next one, I'm setting it up for you. We're gonna get a slight hinge in the waist. We can step 1 foot back. We're gonna row right, left, both sides. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, presenting that chest. Once again, a fantastic one for posture. We're on the clock, ready. Right, left, both sides. Right, left, squeeze. Elbows scrape the side. So you can see why, if this is too light, I want you to get that heavier weight. Because we're working for 40, I'm giving you that 20-second breather in between. Right, left, squeeze. Good job. We're more than halfway through. If you're staggering stance, you can always switch to the other side. If you've got both feet together, working on that balance and stability at the same time. Good job, and rest. Next one, we're gonna keep that same pattern, right, left, both sides. I want those shoulders out into a field goal arms. So we're making 90-degree angles. We're gonna press, stop, both sides. Belly button is in, hips are slightly tipped. We're going to slightly bend those knees. You're on the clock and go. One side, then the other. Take it up with both. Good job. Keep those knees softly bent, supporting that back by drawing that belly button in. I really got to stop talking so I can focus on what I'm doing. Alternating sides. You're over halfway through. Press. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. Stop at that shoulder height. If you haven't already, alternate what side you lead with. Good job. Don't worry, we're gonna do it twice so you can catch it on the next time. Good job, breathe. We're gonna go to some tricep extensions. So different ways. You can do a tricep kickback, which is right here beside your side, or you can take those weights overhead, bending those elbows in, pressing straight overhead. Once again, right, left, both sides. Ready, here we go. So kick back, both sides. Guys, if you want to, I have no problem with if you feel like you need that intensity of going both at the same time. The reason why we alternate, one, is the brain, challenging the brain, telling the body to move the way you want it to, proprioception. But the other reason why it is because you're having to stabilize yourself by going one side at a time. So I'm having to stay nice and square when I only take one arm back at a time. I want that chest lifted. Good job. I don't even have a clue what side I'm on. Both sides, switch sides, and rest. All right, last one. Those elbows are gonna stay bent at a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna go out and then rest right by my side. So out and right by my side. Once again, if you wanna go right, left, both sides to challenge that brain, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can go two at the same time. Elbows are bent, ready, we're on the clock. Higher. Right, left, both sides. Left, right, both sides. Right, left, both sides, or both at the same time. So keep that bend, that 90-degree angle in those elbows while you work. Keep breathing for me. You've got 10 seconds left on this one. I'm gonna do that alternating side one last time. All right, you are back at the top. So that was halfway. So we're gonna go back through those 5 exercises again. Flies, rows, overhead presses, triceps, and lateral raise. We're gonna take a quick drink of water at the end of this one, so if you can, stick with me. If you need to pause it for a few seconds, feel free to do so. Ready? Give me some flies. Here we go. Big open chest. Present that chest. Elbows stay bent. Good. Keep that chin up. Ears away from those shoulders. Big tree huggers. So think about if you were at the gym, that I'd give you a tree hugger. You're trying to wrap your arms around that heavy bag. If that helps you envision that. That's why I call them tree huggers. Good. Stagger that stance if you want. You can even take 1 foot off the floor. I just want you to make sure you keep that nice tall posture if you do so. It's your workout, guys. Challenge yourselves. Grab extra weights if you need to. Rest. I know you're kind of limited on the equipment that you have. You know, on some of these that we're going both, individual sides, you could grab like your laundry detergent. So we have to deal with what we have right now, guys. We're going into some rows. So slight tip at the waist, reach and pull. I like to imagine that I'm starting a lawnmower on this one. So reaching down, pulling, cranking back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Once again, for posture. Chest is lifted. You wanted to stagger your feet. Do 1 foot at a time. If you need to, if it's too light, if you're not getting winded, you do not have heavy enough weights, okay? I know I do not have heavy enough weights for this one today. I am much stronger on those rows than I am on my flies. So, you know, you could have multiple sets based on the exercise. But we're just gonna get through this together today. Ready? We're gonna rest and done. We're gonna go into those overhead presses. Woo, goodness. Good thing is you get a water break after this, right? All right, guys, make sure you are signing in and letting me know you're out there today. It helps me to know when I'm not talking to a camera. All right, ready? Here we go. Overhead press, alternating sides if you want. Support that back by drawing that belly button into the spine. Staggered stance, both feet together, your choice. Keep breathing. How are we feeling out there? Are we good? You're over halfway done. If you want to go both at the same time, feel free to do so. 5 more seconds. And done. Good job, guys. 2 more exercises. Tricep extensions or kickbacks and your lateral raise, and then you get a water break. I like these Tabata workouts because it causes me to just kind of recover, gets my heart rate up a little bit, high intensity interval training. That's another way you can describe this one. So gets that heart rate up, then lets you rest. Gets that heart rate up, lets you rest. All right, guys, tricep extensions, elbows in beside your side, or tricep kickbacks, your choice. Keep those elbows in, bend at those elbows, or kickbacks, your choice. Chest stays lifted, chin is up nice and high if you're slightly hinged at the waist. Get rid of 1 foot if you want to. 10 more seconds, you've got this, guys. 3, 2, and rest. Good job, guys. We're going last exercise, lateral raise. Roll those shoulders for me. Roll them again. Nice tall posture, elbows in beside your side, 90-degree angle, raise to shoulder height, and then lower back down. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and work it. Guys, 40 seconds of work, and I will give you a water break. Now remember, you can alternate sides. You can stagger that stance. You can get rid of 1 foot. If you do get rid of 1 foot, I want you to focus on quality of the arms because that's really what we're working on for this one. Good job. So staggered stance is just going to give you a wider base. Feet together, you're going to challenge that balance, working on some ankle stability. Keep going, guys. Last 10. Best 10. Come on. 3, 2, and Done. Great job, guys. Great arm work. Grab you a quick drink of water. Great job on that workout, guys. If you're not already on the floor, go ahead and join me now. We're just gonna lay it all the way out for a great stretch. Just letting that body recover for a little bit. I want you to just go ahead and take those hands all the way overhead. Reach those fingers nice and long. Point those toes, just resetting that spine. Big deep breath in. Letting that heart rate come down just a little bit. Goal is trying to get those fingers all the way on the floor. Absolutely want that head flat on the floor. If you need to put a neck pillow underneath your head or a little something under your head, that's fine. But goal is trying to get rid of that as soon as you can, because we want to work on that posture, letting gravity just pull its course. Go ahead and draw those knees into the spine. Now, I like to reach under my knees if I have knee issues, grabbing a hold of those hamstrings. If you want, you can rock side to side just a little bit. If you need a little deeper stretch and you don't have knee issues, you can reach around those knees, grabbing a hold of those shins. I want you to keep that right leg in and extend that left leg all the way flat on the floor so that left thigh is on the floor. Hanging on to that right knee or reaching under and grabbing that right hamstring. Just give me some circles with that right ankle. Go one direction and then the opposite direction. So now think about that knee as more towards the center of my chest, right to the right side of my chest. I want you to open it up towards your right armpit. So a couple things you can do here is take that right hand and reach inside that right ankle, allowing that knee to open up a little bit farther. You're going to get into that adductor area just a little bit. Feel free to close your eyes here and just relax and enjoy these stretches. Breathe in for me several times. Now, left hand is going to grab that right knee, pulling it across the body. Goal is trying to get that right knee flat on the floor. I want you to keep that right arm on the floor, right shoulder on the floor, and if you want to deepen that stretch, you could turn and look to that right hand. So once again, we're trying to get that knee as close to the ground as we can, just hovering over the top just slightly if it needs to be. Keep breathing as it starts to soften up. So guys, if you need more stretching, I encourage you tomorrow to try out my my longer, deeper, intensive stretch video. Just going to get a little more stretching than what we're going to be able to get into today, wrapping up this workout. Go ahead and straighten that right leg out. Let's shake those legs out just a little bit. Now I want you to bring that left knee in. I'm going to reach under my hamstring, or I can reach around and grab that knee. Give me some ankle circles, one direction, opposite direction. My right thigh is all the way extended onto the floor. Now I'm going to reach through and grab inside that left ankle, using my left elbow to open my left knee out to the side. My head is flat on the floor. I'm breathing in through the nose and exhaling nice and deep. Right hand's going to grab that left knee, pulling it across the body, trying to get that knee all the way to the floor. I'm going to keep my left shoulder flat on the floor, and if I want to deepen that stretch, I'm going to turn and look to that left hand. I'm going to come back to center, put both feet flat on the floor, knees are out, arms to the side. Dropping those knees to the right. Goal is trying to get those knees all the way down, side to side. Just releasing that back and forth a few times. Now I'm going to take those knees up to the ceiling. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to place my left ankle on top of my right knee, pushing that left knee away from my ears, just getting into that groin area just a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean groin area. Glute area just a little bit deeper. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that left foot over to the right side. Now, if you can, I want you to reach down and grab with your left hand, grabbing that right foot. Even deeper, right hand's gonna grab that left knee and pull it down to the floor. Oh yeah. That one feels good. Good job. Go ahead and uncross, shake them out just a little bit. This time I'm going to place my right ankle on top of my left knee, pushing that right knee away from those ears. Just breathe, trying to soften up that glute muscle a little bit. Now I'm going to drop those knees to the left, so my right foot's going to come down to the floor. Right hand is going to grab that left foot. Left hand is going to grab my right knee and pull it down to the floor. Now, if this stretch is too deep, guys, because this is a tough one, let go of that foot. You can also just stack those knees on top of each other, those feet on top of each other, and keeping those legs over to the left side. But this stretch is going to just really stretch out that lower part of the body from the back down to those hips, to those glutes, down along those knees. Try and keep those shoulders away from your ears. Good job. Go ahead and uncross if you can. Both feet flat on the floor. Once again, just releasing that back side to side. All right, we're going to make our way over into that child's pose position. This is that one where I'm sitting down on my ankles. My knees are going to go out so that I can get down as low as I need to, reaching those hands out in front of me. Spread those fingers out nice and wide, pressing through the palms of your hands, pressing through the fingertips. Try and get that forehead all the way down to the floor. Keep breathing for me. I want you to take that left arm and we're just going to thread that needle under the right, using the floor to stretch out that left shoulder. Trying to sink back down into the floor as deep as you can over those ankles once again. Good job. Go ahead and switch arms, threading that right arm through. Trying to get that right shoulder all the way down to the floor. Go ahead and take both hands back out once again, sinking back to that child's pose. Couple big deep breaths here. So right now my hands are at 12 o'clock. I want to walk those hands over to about 10 and 11, pushing my weight down into my right hip. I'm going to feel that along the right rib cage all the way up into my armpit. Keep breathing as those muscles start to soften up. Back to center. Now take those hands over to 1 and 2 o'clock, pushing that weight down into that left hip. Back to center. Good job. Go ahead and come up onto all fours, so hands right underneath those shoulders, knees right underneath those hips. I want you to push those shoulder blades apart nice and wide, pushing that spine to the ceiling. Big deep breath in. And as you exhale, I just want you to slowly shift that weight down so that the head's coming. The last thing's going to come up as you exhale, looking straight out in front of you. Inhale back up. And exhale. Last time, inhale up. Chin's going to be the last thing that drops as you push those shoulder blades far apart as you can. And then exhale, shifting that weight down towards the floor. Head's going to come up. All right, hands are still nice and spread. Those fingers are spread out nice and wide. I want you to step that left foot forward, tucking that right toe under. I want you to drive that knee up off the floor. Now for some, this is as far as we're going to get. I want you to push that heel down so you're getting a nice stretch along the back of that right leg. Right hand is going to be flat on the floor. So pushing that palm down into the floor. I want you to twist that left hand up to the ceiling. The goal is trying to get those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. So you have a nice big line from the middle finger of your left hand all the way to the palm on the floor. Opening up that chest. Good job. If you need to, you're going to drop down to that knee, because what I'm really concerned with right here is opening that chest muscles up. Nice big open chest for posture. Good job. We're going to bring that left hand back down. We're going to switch those feet, bringing that right foot forward. Hands are flat on the floor, tucking the left toe under, drive that knee up. Now, if you can, you're going to keep that left hand on the ground. Right hand's going to swing up towards the ceiling, taking a peek at those right fingers. If you need to, drop down to that knee. But if you can, try to push that left heel into the floor. Good job. Go ahead and bring those hands back down. We're going to swing those legs out in front of us. Push those thighs and calves down into the floor. I've got my toes flexed back towards me. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders away from those ears. And now I'm just going to walk those fingers out as close to those shins or as close to those toes as I can get it. But I've got my chin pointing out over my toes. My toes are pulled back. Feel this up the back of those legs. Keep breathing for me. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll those shoulders down. I'm going to walk those hands even farther. I can even grab a hold of my feet if I can, pushing those toes back towards my ears. Chin's going to drop down. Thighs and calves are flat on the floor. Good job. Coming back up nice and tall. I want you to keep that left foot straight out, and I'm going to bring my right foot right inside my left knee. Another thing I can do is I can take that foot over that knee. Sitting up nice and tall, left elbow is going to hug that right knee, and I'm going to turn and look over my right hip like I'm checking out what's happening in the back seat. Keep breathing as those muscles start to soften up a little bit. Good job. Go ahead and straighten that right leg out, left foot inside the right knee or over the top. Sitting up nice and tall, right elbow is going to hug that left knee. Turn and look over my left hip. Keep breathing. All right, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and bring those feet in, sitting up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders. Rolling those shoulders one last time, up, back, and down, taking those fingers, reaching straight out in front of you like I'm trying to grab a hold of your wrist, and you're going to sink back, trying to keep yourself from being pulled up. Reach up nice and tall. Rotate those wrists all the way down. Once again, shoulders up, back and down. Lock those shoulders in place. Guys, great job today. I hope you're feeling good and refreshed. I want you to bring it in on 3. We're going to take it out to fight back. 1, 2, 3, fight back. Guys, I'll see you next time.